I want to share 5 ways that you can increase nitric oxide. This is through the enterosalivary pathway. Whenever we eat green leafy vegetables or beets, we have nitrates. It gets absorbed by our gut and they actually deposit in our salivary glands. When you salivate, we have nitrogen reducing bacteria on the base of our tongue. And these bacteria will take the nitrate and make them nitrite. Then when you swallow the nitrites, we have acid in our stomach that will convert it to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide lowers blood pressure and prevents heart disease. So we want to eat a lot of green leafy vegetables and beets. You want to avoid mouthwash. Mouthwash can kill these bacteria. And Nathan Bryan did research that showed that taking mouthwash for 2 weeks increased blood pressure by about 10 to 12 millimeters of mercury. You want to breathe through your nose. These bacteria are facultative aerobes. They prefer oxygen. If you're a mouth breather, the oxygen's available. If you breathe through your nose, then it'll say, oh, there's no oxygen, I'll use nitrogen, and it'll convert the nitrates to nitrites. We want that. Tongue scraper. You can use a tongue scraper, and what it does is it just opens up, it takes that biofilm off the base of the back of your tongue and just allows that nitrogen to get in there more efficiently. I have a metal tongue scraper. Now I use about 3 or 4 swipes a day. And you can see with that first one, especially the biofilm come off, and just kind of open that up. We have little papillae at the back of our tongue that are like mushrooms, and these bacteria in the crypts of those, and it just allows that nitrogen to make its way in there where they can metabolize it. The last one, avoid proton pump inhibitors. We can't get that last step from nitrite to nitric oxide in our gut and our stomach if we're taking proton pump inhibitors. If that pH is over like 3 or 4, we're not going to make that nitric oxide. We have to make a continuous amount of nitric oxide. It's only for a second or two that it's out there. So you want this continuous reserve of it coming. And taking proton pump inhibitors increases by 40% heart disease, stroke, and Alzheimer's disease if taken 3 to 5 years. So you want to do everything you can to facilitate these bacteria. You want to lay off the PPIs. This is like omeprazole, which is Prilosec, Nexium, Protonix, Prevacid, and so this is 5 things that you can do to increase nitric oxide and lower your blood pressure.